Okay, y'all, sit down. Sit all the way down. Because Ariana Grande just did something on a Los Angeles stage that nobody, and I mean nobody, is talking about correctly. And I have been waiting 12 hours for somebody to clock it, and nobody has, so I guess Tisa has to do it again. Ariana Grande did not have a breakdown. Ariana Grande did not have a meltdown. Ariana Grande staged a survival broadcast on a stage in front of 20,000 people, and the people that needed to see it received it loud and clear. And I am going to show you the receipts, the breadcrumbs, and the body language, and by the time I'm done, you're going to look at that crying clip completely differently. This is not the Ethan story. This is not the Cynthia story. This is not even the eating story. This is the story underneath all three of those stories, and it has been hiding in plain sight, alright? Let's get into it. So for everybody just tuning in, here is what the internet thinks happened. Headline says Ariana Grande broke down on her LA show after the Ethan Slater split. Quote, "This is so overwhelming," end quote. Cue the violins, cue the think pieces, cue Reddit writing dissertations at 3 in the morning about Ariana Grande's collarbones. And listen, I get it. The girl is on tour. The man she broke up a marriage for has reportedly walked. Cynthia Erivo will not even text her back, and her body looks like a phone charger with a ponytail. On paper, that is a breakdown. On paper. But Ariana Grande does not operate on paper. Ariana Grande operates on choreography. Every twitch, every tear, every holy moly, every cancer reference, choreographed. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it, and that is exactly why we are here. Listen to me. Pay attention. Ariana Grande walks out on that LA stage, and the very first thing Ariana Grande says is, "This is so overwhelming. In the most beautiful way. Thank you so much for being so loving." Now stop. Rewind that in your brain. Read it again. Ariana Grande did not say, "I am hurting." Ariana Grande did not say, "I am going through it." Ariana Grande said, "Thank you for being a safe presence in my life. Through all of these chapters." Y'all. That is not a breakdown sentence. That is a thesis statement. That is a closing argument. That is a woman building a public record in real time, and Los Angeles was the courtroom Ariana Grande chose on purpose. Because if Ariana Grande was going to fall apart, Ariana Grande would have fallen apart in Kansas City. Ariana Grande would have fallen apart in Tampa. No. Ariana Grande waited for Los Angeles, the one city where every label exec, every magazine editor, every studio note-taker, and every paparazzo is in the same zip code, and then Ariana Grande turned the waterworks on. The geography is the giveaway, and nobody is talking about the geography. Tisa is talking about the geography. And here is where it gets disrespectful. Because while everyone is fighting about whether Ariana Grande is sick or sad or single, the actual move Ariana Grande just pulled is much more surgical. Ariana Grande is rebranding. In real time, on stage, in tears, from homewrecker to victim, from donut licker to delicate flower, from the girl who allegedly destroyed Ethan Slater's marriage in front of his wife and his child to the girl who is just, overwhelmed by love. That is a public relations laundering operation, and Ariana Grande is the one running the machine. Ariana Grande is not the laundry. Ariana Grande is the washer. Read that twice. Because the comments under that clip already started turning. Half the internet went from drag the homewrecker mode to oh my god protect her mode in about 90 seconds, and that is not an accident. That is a script. Ariana Grande wrote that script. Ariana Grande's team blocked that script. Ariana Grande hit that mark. And the algorithm did the cleanup. Now I know what you are about to say. Tisa, you are being too harsh. The girl might really be falling apart. The girl might actually be sick. The girl might actually miss Ethan. And listen, baby, I have empathy. I am a Cancer too. Okay, Ariana Grande said it on stage. Ariana Grande told us, I'm a Cancer. This is going to happen. Fine. We will accept the Cancer of it all. But I want you to hold two thoughts in your head at the same time because grown people can do that. Thought 1. Ariana Grande is genuinely going through something, possibly several somethings, all of them heavy. Thought 2. Ariana Grande is also a 30-something multi-platinum, multi-billion-dollar global asset whose record label, tour promoter, brand partners, and movie studio have all written checks based on the idea that Ariana Grande is still bankable, still lovable, still tourable, and most importantly, still PG-13. A homewrecker is not PG-13. A grieving girl is. So when the tears arrive in Los Angeles on a Saturday, in the most photographed city on earth, with every phone in the building lifted up, sweetheart, that is not a coincidence. That is a quarterly earnings call. And the Ethan Slater piece. Let's get into the Ethan Slater piece, because everybody is doing it wrong. Y'all keep framing this as a breakup. It is not a breakup. It is an ejection. Ariana Grande did not get dumped. Ariana Grande dumped a man who came with luggage so heavy it required a forklift. Ethan Slater showed up with a wife, a baby, a Broadway paycheck, and a public image that had already been incinerated by the time Ariana Grande was done with him. The minute Wicked 2 finished its press run, Ethan Slater stopped being useful. The character was finished. The contract was up. And Ariana Grande, who I will remind you has been in this industry since 14, since Victorious, since The Donut, knows exactly when a chapter is supposed to close. Ariana Grande did not break down because Ethan Slater left. Ariana Grande performed a public mourning ritual for a relationship that Ariana Grande had already buried 2 months ago in a private call with Ariana Grande's lawyer. The tears are not for Ethan Slater. The tears are for the comment section. Period. And here's the part that is going to make some of y'all mad, so put your phones down. Ariana Grande knows the eating talk is bad. Ariana Grande knows people are saying Ariana Grande needs a clinic. Ariana Grande knows the side-by-side photos are everywhere, Pete Davidson era versus right now, and Ariana Grande knows the verdict the internet has handed down. Ariana Grande is too thin. Ariana Grande's hair color is fake. Ariana Grande's eyebrows look like they were applied with a glue stick. Ariana Grande reads all of that, even when Ariana Grande pretends not to. So, what does Ariana Grande do? Ariana Grande cannot fix the body on a tour schedule. Ariana Grande cannot disappear into a private clinic because, listen, nobody is going to let that money machine sit in a room with no phone for 90 days. The label will not allow it. The promoter will not allow it. The insurance underwriters on this tour will not allow it. So the only lever Ariana Grande has left is the emotional lever. If Ariana Grande cannot put weight on the bones, Ariana Grande can put weight on the storyline. That LA cry was a deflection. The body becomes the side conversation. The breakup becomes the headline. Magic trick. Misdirection. Card up the sleeve. That is the trick Ariana Grande just performed in front of 20,000 people, and 3/4 of the comment section fell for it on impact. And listen, I want to pause right here because I see you typing in the comments already. Yes, I remember the Pete Davidson era. Yes, Ariana Grande looked the healthiest Ariana Grande has ever looked in the Pete Davidson era.
Glowy, curvy, tan.
Tattoo of a pig with a name on it. Big sweatshirts. Big hair. Big laugh. That was the version of Ariana Grande that was clinically happy. Then Mac Miller passed. The engagement collapsed. The world started prying that pig tattoo apart with a magnifying glass, and Ariana Grande learned a lesson. Never let the body tell the truth again. Ever since that era, Ariana Grande has controlled the body like a thermostat. When Ariana Grande wants the public to think Ariana Grande is fine, Ariana Grande feeds the body. When Ariana Grande wants the public to read tragedy into Ariana Grande, the body shrinks. The body is part of the performance now. The body is a costume Ariana Grande chose. And that is uncomfortable for some of y'all to hear, but Tisa is not here to make y'all comfortable. Tisa is here to tell y'all the truth, even when the truth tastes like castor oil. Now let's get into Cynthia Erivo, because Ariana Grande's silence on Cynthia Erivo is louder than the crying. I told y'all this. I made a video months ago before the second Wicked dropped, and I said the second Wicked finishes its run. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo are going to evaporate. No phone calls. No tagged photos. No surprise show appearances. Nothing. And y'all came for my neck. Y'all said Tisa is hating. Y'all said Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo are best friends forever. Where are y'all now? Because the latest source reporting says Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo cannot even be in the same building. The promo cycle warped their friendship into a parasocial circus, and Cynthia Erivo has been quietly closing that chapter for months. Cynthia Erivo does not want to be Glinda's emotional support animal anymore. Cynthia Erivo wants the Tony, the Grammy, the Oscar, the EGOT, the wife, the peace. And Ariana Grande's mess does not fit into Cynthia Erivo's 5-year plan.
Period.
And remember when y'all blamed Cynthia Erivo for Ariana Grande's weight?
Remember that?
When the internet decided Cynthia Erivo was the dark cloud over Ariana Grande's health. When y'all said the second Ariana Grande got away from Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande would bloom back into the curvy 2018 version. Look at Ariana Grande now. Ariana Grande is further from Cynthia Erivo than Ariana Grande has been in 2 years, and Ariana Grande looks like a ribbon with anxiety. So it was not Cynthia Erivo. It was never Cynthia Erivo. Cynthia Erivo was the scapegoat. The scapegoat that got slaughtered in the comment sections so Ariana Grande could keep dressing in white and singing about gravity. And now that Cynthia Erivo is gone, the public is finally being forced to look directly at Ariana Grande, and the public does not like what the public sees. So the public has invented a new villain, Ethan Slater. We always need a villain when it comes to Ariana Grande, because if there is no villain, then the only suspect left in the room is Ariana Grande, and we cannot have that. We refuse. So when Ariana Grande cries on the LA stage and says thank you for being a safe presence, who exactly is Ariana Grande thanking? Cynthia Erivo is not in that building. Ethan Slater is not in that building. Ariana Grande's mama is in Florida. Ariana Grande's brother is doing whatever Ariana Grande's brother does. The only safe presence in that arena is the fan. The parasocial relationship. The people who paid $400 a ticket to watch Ariana Grande sing in a costume. That is who Ariana Grande is dating now. Ariana Grande is dating the audience. And the audience is a much more reliable boyfriend than Ethan Slater ever was. The audience does not have a wife. The audience does not have a kid. The audience does not have a Broadway schedule. The audience just shows up, screams, films, and shares. That is the rebound Ariana Grande needed. And Ariana Grande locked it in on the LA stage with 2 sentences and a tear. That is craftsmanship, baby. Twisted, calculated, slightly sociopathic craftsmanship, but craftsmanship. And before any of you slide into my comments saying, Tisa, you're being too cynical, let me remind you what we have already lived through. We have already watched Britney Spears get squeezed by a tour cycle until Britney Spears shaved her own head in a hair salon. We have already watched Miley Cyrus flatly refuse, to ever go on tour again because Miley Cyrus saw what touring did to Miley Cyrus's mind, and Miley Cyrus said never again. We have already watched Selena Gomez disappear into a hospital. We have already watched Demi Lovato almost not survive the machine. We have a stack of receipts, taller than Ariana Grande, of what happens when the label and the promoter decide a girl is too profitable to rest. So please, do not tell me Ariana Grande is just a sweet girl having a moment. Ariana Grande is a survivor of a system. And right now, Ariana Grande is doing what every smart survivor does. Ariana Grande is building a public file of evidence that says, when this finally cracks, you cannot say you were not warned. And let's not forget, Ariana Grande has already survived something the rest of us cannot even imagine. Manchester, 2017. 22 people murdered at Ariana Grande's concert.
Children.
Mothers. Teenagers in pink shirts holding glittery posters. Ariana Grande was on that stage. Ariana Grande heard the boom. Ariana Grande lived through a PTSD event that most adults would never recover from, and Ariana Grande was 23. 23. So when y'all sit on Reddit and call Ariana Grande dramatic for crying in Los Angeles, please remember that Ariana Grande's nervous system has been pre-cracked for almost a decade, and every single tour since then has been Ariana Grande walking back into the building that almost killed Ariana Grande. That is not nothing. That is real. And Ariana Grande's team knows that is real, and Ariana Grande's team uses that real trauma as part of the narrative armor, because it works. Because it is true. Because Ariana Grande did survive something most pop stars would never sing through again. So the tiers in LA are layered. The tiers in LA are part performance, part marketing, and part actual unhealed wound. All three things at the same time. Do not let anybody flatten that into one story. Because here's the part nobody on TikTok is saying out loud. That LA cry was a warning shot. Ariana Grande was telling the label, the manager, the promoter, the documentary crew, the brand people, I am close. I am very close. Closer than you think. And if you push me one more inch, you're going to be the next headline. So back off. Slow the tour down. Push the dates. Let me eat. Let me sleep. Let me grieve a man I should never have been with publicly in the first place. That cry was a contract negotiation, and the negotiation happened in front of 20,000 witnesses, so nobody could pretend it never happened. Ariana Grande is smart, y'all. Ariana Grande has been in this industry since braces. Ariana Grande knows how to make a moment a receipt. And while we are on receipts, let's talk about the donut. Because the comments brought it up, so we're going there. Y'all keep posting the donut. The donut is from 2014. 2014. Over a decade ago. And every single time the public starts to feel sorry for Ariana Grande, somebody resurfaces the donut like it just happened yesterday.
Why?
Because the donut is the only piece of evidence the public has that Ariana Grande's sweet voice does not match Ariana Grande's actual instincts. The donut is the crack in the porcelain. The donut is the proof that the same girl who is on stage crying about love is also the girl who licked the pastry, put it back on the tray, and laughed about hating America. Both of those women live in the same body. That is what makes Ariana Grande so fascinating and so dangerous and so impossible to predict. Ariana Grande is not a saint and Ariana Grande is not a villain. Ariana Grande is a strategist. And strategists do not cry by accident. Now, what nobody is reporting, and this is the part one have been chewing on since the Saturday clip dropped, is the timing of the next album. Because there is always a next album. Ariana Grande does not cry without a single coming. That is the law. Ariana Grande cried after Mac Miller, The World hugged Ariana Grande, and then Thank You next dropped. Ariana Grande cried after the Manchester incident, The World hugged Ariana Grande, and Sweetener dropped. Ariana Grande cried over Pete Davidson, The World hugged Ariana Grande, the album shipped, the stream stacked, the trophy case got heavier. So when Ariana Grande cried in Los Angeles on Saturday and said this is so overwhelming in the most beautiful way, that was not a girl falling apart. That was a girl pre-marketing the next record. Mark my words. Within 6 months, you're going to hear a ballad that quotes that exact phrase. You will hear the line, so overwhelming, buried in a chorus. You will hear thank you for being a safe presence stitched into a bridge. Ariana Grande never wastes a phrase. Ariana Grande recycles every single tear into a streaming royalty. And the Ethan Slater of it all becomes the album's villain. The wife becomes a footnote. The child becomes a piece of the lore nobody is allowed to mention out loud. Cynthia Erivo becomes the friend who got away. The tour becomes the redemption arc. And Ariana Grande sells you back your own pity at $14 a stream. That is the business. That is the entire business. And the audience, bless them, claps the whole time and pre-orders the vinyl in 3 different colors. So when y'all see the next think piece begging us to leave Ariana Grande alone, I want you to remember this video. I want you to remember that Ariana Grande chose the LA show. Ariana Grande chose the phrase. Ariana Grande chose the timing. Ariana Grande chose the tears. Ariana Grande chose the silence on Cynthia Erivo. Ariana Grande chose the silence on Ethan Slater. And Ariana Grande chose to make the body the side conversation by making the heart the main event. None of this is accidental. All of it is athletic. And until Ariana Grande either gets the rest Ariana Grande needs, or the rest gets taken away from Ariana Grande by force, this performance is going to continue, city by city, tier by tier, headline by headline. So watch close. Comment hard. Save this video. Because 3 months from now when the single drops, I want you to come back and tell me Tisa told you so. One more thing before I get out of here because somebody is going to ask. Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion.
Yes.
I know. I see y'all in the comments. We will get into Clay calling Meghan everything, but the Queen Meghan is in a separate video because that man and Ariana Grande's situation are not the same conversation, even though both stories are about a woman the public refuses to let be at peace. The difference is Megan Thee Stallion fights back with bars, and Ariana Grande fights back with ballads. Same war, different weapon. We will get into Clay later.
Pinky promise on it.
Alright, that is the read. That is the whole read. Ariana Grande did not break down. Ariana Grande broadcast a survival signal in a stadium full of cameras, and the smart money is paying attention to who Ariana Grande was really talking to. Spoiler, it was not the fans. It was not Ethan Slater. It was not Cynthia Erivo. It was the people writing the checks that own Ariana Grande's calendar. Whether they listen or whether they pretend they did not hear it is the next chapter, and I will be live tonight to dig into it deeper because I already have more sources sliding into my DMs as we speak. So drop a comment with what you saw in that LA clip. Did Ariana Grande cry for Ethan Slater? Did Ariana Grande cry for Cynthia Erivo? Did Ariana Grande cry for the body? Or did Ariana Grande cry for the camera? Let me know. Like it. Share it. Send it to the friend who still thinks Ariana Grande is just a sweet little ponytail with a voice. Bye y'all. Tisa loves you. I will talk to y'all later. Stay watching.
Peace out.
See y'all on the live tonight, okay?